Hi everyone, it's Jessica and welcome back for another Plan With Me video. Hope you didn't miss it too much last week, but I just wanted to be able to have time to get everything together in my planner without filming it because I just did not have time to film. So this is how this last week turned out. I did a jungle animal theme. It's really cute. However, my car died twice this last week. Well, I guess it didn't die, it just wouldn't start. So that was fun. I ended up having to spend a couple $100s on it. But hopefully my problems are over. And literally when I was having the worst day, my boyfriend found out that he is going to grad school basically for free. So I was like, that's great for you. My day sucked, but I am very happy for you because that means that our lives are like starting to come together. Very exciting. What else happened this week? I got my Erin Condren hourly, which is actually what I'm looking at off camera right now because all my post-its are on there. Trying to figure out what I'm doing with that. We shall see. And then I've been watching a lot of House of Cards because House of Cards. It's like, I wish I could talk about it without like spoiling it if you're planning on watching it, but it's so good this season. Like season 3 started off like kind of meh, but this season 4 is just like, we are right in the thick of it. It is amazing and I love it, and it's horrible at the same time because like the people who have bad things happen to them are not the people who should be having bad things happen to them. It's a shame, but it makes it interesting. And then this was the week before that. I ended up adding in some other things. I got an order from Planting Roses and I just love her logo so much that I had to put it in here. There was a wild sea otter born in Monterey, so I had to name it, obviously. Even though it's wild, it went back out to the sea with its mom. It was just so cute though. You should look up Monterey Bay Aquarium and educate yourself on how otters are born because otters are badasses when it comes to giving birth. My goodness. You're gonna feel uncomfortable if you watch it, but like, you're gonna have such an appreciation for the otter. Okay, that's like totally off topic, but yeah, we had Leap Day, we had Super Tuesday, we had Dr. Seuss's birthday, so I added in like one of my favorite quotes from him: be who you are and say what you feel because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind. And I need to remember that as someone who gets very anxious about what other people think. I have to remember that if they really care so much, I don't need them in my life. But yeah, so this was a spring garden theme, this was a jungle animal theme, and then we're gonna go back to spring, and hopefully this video is not too dark. I don't have the best lighting. Unfortunately, I have the window wide open and it's totally cloudy today. So in the middle of all that, because it's been storming off and on for the last like week, like this weekend, we had a storm come in. And then the weekend before that, we also had a smaller storm, which it worked out because I put this cloud here not knowing that it was totally going to be a rainy day. And basically these 3 days it was pretty stormy. And then these 3 days it's been pretty stormy. So that's nice. But I'm going to do a spring theme in the middle of that. And this is a mini weekly kit from Oh Hello Stationery Co. And they matched their little sampler for this month kind of to this. So this, I'm probably going to end up using all of this, I think. So yeah, okay. But before I start doing that, I'm going to go in with some washi tape. This is also from Oh Hello Stationery Co. It's like a spring fence line, very cute. And I'm just going to put this, I'm going to line it up with the top line instead of lining it up with the bottom line of the boxes. Just because then it covers up enough space but not like too much where it just looks awkward, in my opinion. This is the first time I'm using their washi tape actually, I just realized. It tears interestingly. Tears very cleanly, honestly. I like it. And I love the patterns they have. I love washi tape that has like a scene like this. Sorry if my gorgeous tangled hair is in the shot. So yeah, you'll see this and some other washi tape in a haul shortly. Well, not shortly, probably in April. I have like an abundance of hauls to do, and I'm trying to do them in the order that I got them. I'm going to take this yellow skinny washi and do something that I don't normally do. I'm going to put this down the side. I'm just trying it out and seeing if I like it. Ew, and there's hair on it. That's gross. How have you all been? Is life good? Did your cars break down? Like I said, mine didn't even technically break down. Okay, so here's the story with my car. Monday morning I go to start it, and it won't start. Actually, no, we gotta go back to Sunday. Sunday at like 6 in the morning when I'm trying to get my boyfriend to the airport for his 7 a.m. flight, it kind of sputters when I go to start it, and I'm like, no, please, no. And then I turned it off, and then I started it again, and it started, and it was fine. Got to the airport and back. Then I came home and basically didn't do anything all day because I was tired and because it was rainy and I didn't feel like doing anything. And so I thought everything was fine. And then Monday morning I go to start it. Of course, I'm trying to get to work. And it's like, no. And I'm like, you suck, car. So I call my insurance company because I don't call my insurance company. I call my roadside assistance through my insurance company. Stay down. And they send out a tow and he jump starts me. And he's like, drive around for a little bit and then see if it starts up again. So I decided to drive to my office, which is half an hour away. Okay. And I go to start it there and it doesn't start. And I'm like, great. Meanwhile, I do still have to work. So I go in and I'm like, okay, boss, I'm going to give you this, this, and that. And then at 4 o'clock, I need to go and deal with my car. In between all this, I had called my mom, who was like, you should call your dad. And he was helpful, so that was nice. While I'm chit-chatting about this, I'm going to take a quote from the Happy Planner quote set. I'm going to take this script one that says, there are so many beautiful reasons to be happy, as I tell you the story of my life. So then I have to call my roadside assistance again, and I'm like, oh my god, they're probably going to want to murder me. But at the same time, I pay them to do this, so that's cool. Same tow guy from the same tow company. Mind you, we're in another city, but this tow company is in the two cities in between, is in the city in between these two, the one where I live and the one where I work. So he doesn't say anything, but I'm like, you saw me at my house this morning, right? And he's like, yeah. So he gives me another jump start. I go to the place where I bought a new battery for the car. Hold on, I'm trying to focus on getting this straight. Where I bought a new battery for the car in September, which, by the way, same tow guy, I think, pretty much jump started me back in September as well. So that's, I cannot prove it, but I'm pretty sure. So that's weird. This should just be a story time video, and this is stuck to the wall. Why? I'm gonna put down these have-to-do lists from Libby & Co. So, where was I? Oh, I get to the place where I bought the battery, and they're, you know, doing everything they can. They know that it's got a warranty on it, and that's fine, and I totally understand. But they're like, your battery's fine, and it's totally normal, and all of that. And it started right up for us. And I'm like, my car, my god. So basically my car was like making everyone think I was crazy. I love my car. I do. I've got a Hyundai Sonata. It's great. And I've had pretty much no problems with it except for starting it sometimes. And I'm like, okay. So I call my dad and he's like, well, maybe you want to get like a rechargeable battery charger so you can jumpstart your car on your own. Because like I'm asking at work and like nobody's got jumper cables for some reason. Which I guess I can't complain because I don't have jumper cables. But I'm a 23-year-old girl who doesn't make a lot of money, so that would explain why I don't have certain things. And I'm like, I don't know, I'll be fine. And I like went out and started the car like multiple times throughout the night just to make sure it would start again. So Tuesday, I was fine. It worked normally. Wednesday, I've got an appointment at like 9 a.m., which for my workplace is early. And I'm supposed to be there. And I go to start the car at 8:30, and it doesn't start. And I'm like, great. So I have to call the person that I was supposed to meet with, be like, hi, we're gonna have to reschedule. And then I call, this time I call the roadside assistance for the battery, because supposedly it's under warranty. And I'm like, can you send someone? And part of this is because I don't want to see the same tow guy that I saw twice on Monday. I think it would just be a little weird. That's what's so, is that a definition of social anxiety? I don't know. So they send a different tow company. It takes way longer, by the way. So I probably should have just gone through my insurance. But again, I was just shy, I guess. Okay, so he can't jump start it. And I'm like, great. And he's like, well, your battery looks fine. So I don't think it's the battery. Maybe it's your starter. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't exactly know what that means. I had already heard people tell me I should get the alternator checked out. Oh, that was the other thing. On Monday, when they checked the battery, they said the alternator was fine. So then this new tow guy is like, I think you should get your starter checked out. And I'm like, okay, well, can you give me a tow to the place where I got the battery? And he's like, yeah, sure. And so he tows me over there. Same place I went on Monday, by the way. And they're like, they check it out. I'm sitting there, I'm like, ugh. And what am I gonna do? Okay, first, before I start digging into this, and while I continue to tell you the story of my life, I'm going to take this December colored Oh Hello Stationery Co. to-do list and put this on Monday. So where are we at now? Oh, where I got the battery and where they told me everything was fine on Monday. On their end, anyway. And they tell me, yeah, your alternator and battery are still fine, and we got it to start again. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I don't even understand. They're like, but you should get your starter checked out. We can't do that here because our, do I want to put this here? No, I'll put it in the middle. They're like, our mechanic is not here. This place isn't an auto body shop. It's a place where I normally go to get my oil changed and where I found out I could get my battery changed. And they always have coupons and stuff, so it makes it affordable. Anyway, they're like, you should go over to, there's like a million auto body shops because I live in a college town and they're all like in the same area. They're like, oh, you should go to this one. And then I was like, oh yeah, sure. And then I drive off. My car starts up just fine. I'm like, what the heck? But my dad and I had already talked 2 days previously about how we had found this other place that looked reasonable, like it wasn't gonna charge me an arm and a leg. And so I just drove over there because it's not like I owe an explanation to the people who changed my battery about where I'm going next, right? So this is Wednesday of last week. By the time I get there, it's like 11:30 in the morning. I was supposed to be at work at 9 a.m. And I'd already told my boss this and he was like, oh, okay. And they're like, well, we're kind of backed up, but you can leave it with us for the day, and if we do replace something, we won't charge you a diagnostic fee. I'm like, great, cool, I can deal with that. So then I text my coworker, and I'm like, can you please come get me? And she's like, sure. So she picks me up, and by this time it's like noon, 12:30, and we're having like a going away lunch for one of our guys whose last day was the 9th. And it was at 12:30, so we get back at like 12:45, and like all these important people are there, and I'm just like, hi. So that was kind of awkward. I'm like, you guys didn't have to wait for me, but they did. So I guess that was nice. And then, so that coworker doesn't live in the same city as I do, but she was nice enough to come and get me from work. And then I had to go pick up the car by 5:30. In between then, I'm like writing my stories and celebrating this guy leaving, and what else did I do? I can't remember. But yeah, I'm trying to get everything done by like 4:30 because I need to go pick up my car by 5:30 when they close. And around like 1 or 2 o'clock, they had called me saying, hey, it's your starter. We're going to go ahead and replace it. Is that okay? It's going to be like X amount of dollars. And I'm just like, you know what, just go ahead and do it. I don't know how much that stuff is supposed to cost, but I talked to my dad later and he was like, oh, that's actually cheaper than I thought it would be. I'm like, good, because I was almost scared to tell people how much it cost because I was scared they were going to tell me, oh, you could have gotten it for a better deal elsewhere. And I'm like, please don't tell me that. Okay, this one's a little crooked, but whatever. Okay, I'm going to take this half to-do list and put it on Saturday. So yeah, another coworker who lives in the same city that I do, she gave me a ride to the auto body shop because she's awesome. And my coworkers are great, guys. It's great. That was a long story. Thank you for listening. So yeah, spent a couple $100s on my car, and now I guess it's okay because I haven't had any issues starting it since Wednesday, and it's now the 13th, Sunday. So yeah, that's my story. I'm not good with car stuff. I'm just not. I do the routine maintenance on it that I know needs to be done, and other than that, I'm just like, I don't know, guys. Like when something breaks, I'm just like this time, this is the first time I've personally had to deal with a car just not working. So I didn't even know where to start. So I'm glad it all worked out. And it didn't cost a ton of money, but let me just say this was like right after I placed an Erin Condren order and an order from Oh Hello, and I was just like, probably shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. That's what savings are for. So I'm just taking these headers and putting them throughout. So yeah, you know what, I'm gonna put this, please come up, come up, come up, come up. Yes. I love when stickers come up nicely. And I'm gonna put a to-do header on top of this box. I think I'm just gonna leave the green uncovered. It's fine by me. I don't know why there's a random mark on here. My planner's full of weird marks. I don't like it. I do not like it at all. Where do I want odds and ends? Where do I want you? Y'all are probably just like, what are you even doing, Jessica? I'll just put it at the bottom of Monday. I don't usually use headers. You probably know this if you've hung around for a while. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna take these labels for my videos. Why is my planner so dirty? My goodness. That's my timer. Okay, so since I only have like 5 minutes of memory left on my card, I just went through and put everything from here on here. I put the decorative things up here. I put some half boxes and teardrops and flags, and then I just have these 3 little dots left and 1 teardrop, which I will probably put in throughout the rest of the week. I'm going to go ahead and take this little habit tracker sticker and put this on right there. It doesn't quite match the same colors, but that's good enough. I have another flag if I need it. I'm going to put this little grass in somewhere because it's adorable. Put it on Friday because it's like, no wait, I'm going to put it top of my to-do list. So cute. And then I'm gonna put this little sleeping fox guy somewhere. I'm gonna put him, no. Don't know where I'm gonna put him. Just put him right in the garden right there. How cute. And I'll take this little flower here and add this into, because it pretty much matches. I think it's supposed to go with this. Alright, and I can add these in later if I need them. So I'm going to put these, well, these don't match. I just won't do play buttons this week. And do these match? Not really. Okay, most important thing that I want to show you is that on Monday it is pie day, like mathematical pie, but I also like to indulge in an actual pie. So this is from the Thanksgiving sticker book from Michael's, and this is going to be for pie day. I think I'm going to bring pie into work because that's how you make friends, guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write everything in, and I will come right back. Okay, so that is everything that I know is going on, and I've chosen to leave these two blank because I'm not quite sure what my weekend plans are yet. But when I do know, I will put those in, and I am extremely happy with how this one turned out. Very cute. Whenever I don't do a plan with me, I always feel like the spread ends up turning out really cute, but this one I'm very happy with. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next week. Bye.